Join me and we will begin. Welcome. Glad you could join in. So today we're bringing our focus to strength, building strength. And of course, with these practices, every possibility is possible. So we work with stretch, we work with strength, we work with lots of different points of focus. Today is strength. We come down, turn around, and check in. Meet you there. Down, around, and check in. Come on to the back. Bend the knees. Bring the feet to rest. Adjust the shoulders so the back is comfortable. Release the arms. Come into the body. Check in. Take a breath. Coming home to the body is how I call this. Coming home to the body so that we can take good care. Taking good care, aware of any discomfort anywhere. No force. Trust your body to tell you what's enough, what's too much. Have a breath here. So the breath is the bridge to the inside. Breath is the bridge to the inside. Feeling the expansion, feeling the release. So as I said, today is about strength, but of course, we have to warm up the whole body every time, warm it up. So we begin with clasping gently, fingers, bring the arms overhead with the inhale breath, and bring the arms back down on the exhale breath. That's all. Repeat. Inhale up and over, exhale back and down. Stretching upper back, shoulders, arms, neck. Notice any change in the spine as it lifts away from the floor. When the arms come overhead, the spine moves. It's all connected. We're just warming up arms, shoulders, and back, increasing circulation, preparing the body for the demands that come. Final time here. Up and over, pause, feel it. Notice whatever settling takes place as we stay. Stay. So I'm noticing some settling as the elbows settling down a bit more. Feeling a little tension in the right shoulder. That's my structure. Okay, let's release the arms. Come back down. Release the hands. Arms alongside. Take a breath. Take a breath and then pick up the knees. Hug up the knees. Apanasana, hugging the knees to stretch the low back. Stretching low back. Now we'll circle the knees to massage low back, to increase circulation, to release tension. Low back massage. Circling. Feels good. Your body always tells you what it likes because it feels good. And we'll pause. And so your body is saying, yes, do more of this. It feels good. We can trust the body. The teaching says the body never lies. So we're circling, we're massaging, we're increasing circulation and releasing tension. We'll come back to rest, hug it up again, bring the feet to rest, arms alongside. So with a few breaths, let's press the waist to the floor and release. On the exhale, press the waist and release. This is another stretch to the low back. Final time, press the waist and release. Take a breath. Bring the arms wide. So we're moving the knees in twist, twisting in the spine, stretching the hips. So knees roll down, head turns away, pause, feel it, and on the inhale, come back. Knees roll down, head turns away, pause, feel it, then come back and repeat. Alternating sides, your own comfortable pace, turning the head away from the knees, picturing all the vertebrae in the spine rotated. Rotation is good for the spine because it brings in lubrication, hydration. Hydration and lubrication through movement. See where you feel this when the knees are down and the head's turned away. Do you feel it more in the thigh, in the hip, in the front, in the back? No wrong answers, different for each. Let's check out the other side. Stay. Where do we feel it? In the thigh, the front of the hip, the back of the hip, under the shoulder. Come back to center. Pick up the knees. Now we'll stretch the legs, warm up the leg stretch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Extend and bend. Alternating sides. The knee does not need to go straight. We're warming up the muscles under the hands in the back. That powerful group, hamstring group, warming up, increasing circulation, increasing potential for stretch. So we stretch and stretch and stretch. We're finishing with this initial stretch for the legs. So we'll release and bring the feet to rest, arms alongside. So now we're lifting into bridge and rolling down. So bridge has two objectives. One is to articulate the spine bit by bit by bit all the way down. The other is to build strength in the hips and legs. So we first begin with the articulation. We will press the feet and lift the hips and press the hips high. Now come down one vertebra at a time. Take your time moving slowly through the spine, waist before hips as much as you can. When you're down, pause, have a breath. Have a breath. And press again, press the hips high. Okay, articulate the spine one vertebra at a time, high to middle, middle to low, rolling down. Here we go, and breath. So that was movement. Here's the strength part, the stay. Press up and stay. Feel the contraction in the legs, hips, and low back. Feel the stretch in the front, but this is about the strength builder for the back of the body. Final breath here. Again, round your way down, bit by bit by bit, waist before hips, rounding back down to rest. Now a bit of stretch. Pick up the knees, hug up the knees, and circle again. Just do what's comfortable here. Hugging the knees, circling. Just whatever is comfortable to relax the low back after all that contract. So contraction equals strengthening. Now we're just applying a bit of stretch. We'll pause here, hug up the knees, feel that stretch, stretch, stretch. Release feet, release hands. Have a breath. So now we come over onto hands and knees. Continuing our warm-up series, we're on hands and knees. Coming into Chakravakasana, which is going to be our stretch for the back. We bring hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and Chakravakasana goes like this. 1, pull the belly in. 2, drop the elbows wide. 3, move on back, hips toward the heels. And on the inhale, return, lifting ribs and chin. And repeat. 1, pull the belly in. 2, drop the elbows wide. Move on back, bring the hips toward the heels, and on the inhale, lift, return. And repeat. Feeling stretches. Arms, shoulders back into low back. Take your time with it. When you return, come to a rest. And we move into what I call angry cat, chin tucking, tailbone tucking, hands pressing down, ribs pressing up. Angry cat, stretch, stretch, stretch. Feel it along the spine. Release. Release and drop the hips back. Bring the arms longer, wider. As we move into our modified up dog, hips drop down, lift ribs, lift chin, tuck the chin, and press slowly back. Feeling arms, shoulders, back, deep stretch. And repeat. Deep stretch, arms, shoulders, and back. See where you feel it. Different for each. No wrong answer. So for my structure, I feel this most in my left shoulder blade. Left shoulder blade feels so good this stretch. One more time. When you press back, just stay. See where you feel it most. Final breath here. We'll release. We'll release and come up to stand. Come to stand. Preparing for our standing warm-up series, which will add a bit of strengthening. So, find mountain. Toes and knees unlock, relax. Tailbone tuck for some, for all extension crown. Shoulders up, back and down. Solid, steady, strong and still. Feel it. Feel the breath. Final breath here. We begin. Arms overhead with the inhale breath. Exhale, stretch the legs down. Inhale, arms wide, come back up and tip to the side. Return. Tip other side. Return. Sweep the arms behind, drop down, stay. Strength builder. On the inhale, lift. And the exhale, flow. Arms up, tip to one side. And then come back. And tip to the other side. And come back. Goalpost arms, drop down, stay. On the inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Tip to the side. Return. Other side. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Return. Arms stay overhead. Drop down to Utkatasana chair. Stay. On the inhale, lift. We begin again. Exhale, flow. Stretch. Inhale, up. Side stretch. Inhale, up. Other side stretch. Inhale, up. Goalpost arms. Stay. On the inhale, lift. Exhale, flow. Arms up. Side stretch. Exhale, side. Inhale, back. Exhale, other side. Inhale, back. Sweep the arms behind. Drop down, stay. Longest stay. Strengthener for legs and hips. Come back up and release. And return to mountain. Feet hip width apart. Relax the toes, unlock the knees. Tailbone tuck for some. Extension crown. Shoulders up, back, down, solid. Steady. Strong and still. Feel it. Feel the breath. Solid, steady, strong and still. The mountain Tadasana. Final breath here. Final breath. We release. So inside foot forward and wide, outside foot wide and back. Now the alignment, when we bend the knee, we want to see the toes over the bent knee. So we're creeping the toes forward enough. Working with our series, the warrior 1, 2, and 3, Virabhadrasana. So let's bend that knee, aligning toes visible, bring up one arm. Okay, bring up the other arm, stay in the warrior 1, pressing both heels. Keep pressing the heels. Feel the breath. This is strength building for legs and hips. Long stay. Final breath. Okay, release the fingertips to touch. Rotate, rotate. Elbow forward, elbow back. Front knee bent. Extend the arm. Extend the arm. Look back. Warrior 2. Stay. Okay, bring the fingertips, touch, rotate back, moving to the warrior 3, the balance. So just making the adjustment that you want to make. We're coming to the warrior 3, lifting back leg. Finishing with the balance, drop the back leg down, bring the hands to the front leg, fold and relax and stretch. Feel the breath reacting to the work. That's good. That's your resilience. Just feeling this stretch, hip and leg. The knee is soft. Don't want to force it. Finishing with the breaths here. Okay, come back up. We'll change it out for the other set, other side. Foot forward and wide. Foot back and wide. Bending front knee, finding alignment, toes visible over that knee. You can adjust the angle of the back heel. Then bring up the arm. Bring up the arm, press both heels, stay. The warrior 1, Virabhadrasana. It is a back bend for the upper body, a strength builder for legs and hips. Final breath here. Bring the fingertips, rotate, rotate, rotate. Elbow back, elbow forward, front knee bent. Extend the arm, look back, stay. Pressing both heels. Activating the leg muscles. The warrior 2. Okay, let's bring the fingertips, rotate again, and plan for warrior 3, which is the balance. Standing on one foot, lifting the other, holding focus. Back leg down, hands to the front leg, fold, relax, stretch, stay. Final breaths here. Come back up. We're coming to the knees. Come down to the knees. Chakravakasana. Chakravakasana. So we say 1, pull the belly in. 2, drop the elbows wide. Move on back, bring the hips to the heels. Feel that back stretch. Lift the ribs on return. And repeat with the breath. Exhaling back. Inhaling, return. A couple more. Bringing the whole body back to neutral and back to rest. That's our objective here, to come back to rest. After that long series of the warrior 1, 2, and 3, we're resting the body. Counter pose here. Come to a rest. So we're going to come to stay in the down dog, down facing dog, and it's about the shoulders. So I'm bringing the hands wide, turning the toes under, pressing the hips high, head between the elbows, knees are bent, heels off the ground. Picture the arms a giant V from the hands to where the line joins along the spine, and stay. This is about the shoulders and the back. And weight bearing for the wrists. Feel whatever demands. Coming to the final breath. Let's release. Bring the knees down. Come back to Chakravarkasana. Counter pose here, relax. Pace that works for you. Next strengthening series is our low plank, and it's going to be a stay, and so I'm going to stay a long time. You will tell when you need to come down. So we start with forearms on the ground. Forearms on the ground. Extend foot back, drop the hips, and stay. Noticing all the strength building in the core and the legs. Preparing for the final breaths. Let's drop the knees, release the arms, return to Chakravarkasana. Return to Chakravarkasana, relax, easy counter pose to relax the body. No demand on the breath. Easy, soft. Pace that works for you. We're preparing to come onto the belly. So finish now. Come on down onto the belly. Bring the arms forward, bring the forehead to rest. Bring the arms forward, forehead to rest. I always need to keep my chin out from the microphone, but you have forehead down. Relax. Feel the breath. Still recovering from the warrior 1, 2, 3 series. Still recovering from the plank stay. So this is the resilience. We bring a demand to the body, it delivers. Then we come to rest. It's all part of the process of taking care of the body. Feel the breath now. As we prepare for our series, our Cobra series, Bhujangasana, our leg lift series, Ardha Salabhasana. So let's bring the hands alongside, turn the cheek to the side. Once more, check in with the breath. So we're going to lift into Cobra at 3 different levels. Each will bring a different demand to the back. And so this variety of demand helps to build strength. Let's point the nose down. Press the palms, come up, up, up. The Cobra, pull back on the elbows and stay. Feel the breath. Feel the work in the legs, the hips, and the low back, even the middle back. On the exhale, down cheek to the other side. Relax the legs and hips. Have a breath or two. Relax. Body's reaction to the stay. Final breath here. Point the nose down. Now we're only going to come up a little bit. Think of it as 2 or 3 inches. Come up 2 or 3 inches, lift the hands and pull the elbows back and stay. Hands are not touching the ground. All the work is in the back. On the exhale, hands touch all the way down, cheek to the side, relax legs and hips. Come to the breath. Feel the breath reflecting the work of the stay. That's right. That's good. So we're watching the breath, reacting to the work, beginning to settle. We'll have our third lift into Cobra, and that's going to be a middle ground. We were high, we were low. This is middle ground. Point the nose down. Find that middle ground, lift and stay, pull the elbows back. Different for each level of stay, where the work is, in the back and the hips, strength builders. Contractions are strengtheners. Final breath and down. Once more. Arms forward, forehead resting, breath free. Interesting just to discover the pace of the breath and reaction to the work. Check in with sensation in the low back and the hips. Check in with the sensation of the belly against the floor. Feel the inhale breath expanding. Exhale breath just softening. Expanding. Softening. We're preparing for lifting legs. We'll work with the same process. High lift, a low lift, and a middle ground. So, arms forward, forehead down, come to the legs, and come to the right side and lift it up, 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 and stay. On the exhale, bring it down. Take a breath. Come to the other leg, lift up, 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 and stay. On the exhale, bring it down, have a breath. That was a high lift. Here's the low lift. On the right side, turn the toes under. Press the heel away. Feel the knee lift. Lift the toes an inch and stay. Where's the work in the hip and leg? On the exhale, bring it down to rest and have a breath. Come to the other leg, toes under. Heel presses, knee lifts. Lift the toes an inch or so and stay. The whole leg feels long from the hip to the heel. On the exhale, bring it down, down and have a breath. So like we did with Cobra, we finished with middle ground. So we started with high, we went to low. Here's middle ground, right leg lift to middle ground, stay. Try not to prop on the left leg. On the exhale, bring it down, relax the leg, have a breath. Finishing with the other leg, find that middle ground and stay. On the exhale, let it down, foot, knee, and hip, relax to the ground, breath. Breath. We're going to release the arms alongside, press back, drop back, back, back. Feel arms, shoulders, back, stretch. Okay, we're going to come to sit. So if you'd like to sit on a support, do that. Bring the feet out, bring the hands alongside. So in this movement, We're going to press the feet, press the hands, and lift the hips, and come back down. Now we're going to change the position of the hands. Point the fingers forward. Once more, press the feet, press the hands, lift the hips, and come back down. Have a breath. One more lift. We're going to change the position of the hands, point the fingers back. Different demands on the wrist. Press up, lift up, come back down. Release the arms, hug up the knees, and stay. Feel the back stretch. Final breath here. Time for spinal twist. So I'm tucking one foot, bending the knee, bringing the hand across, bring the hand behind, lengthen the spine with the inhale breath. And with those exhales, gradually and gently deepen the twist. With each exhale breath, move deeper into the twist. This is more about stretch than anything else. So see where you feel it. Is it more in the hips or the shoulders? How about the neck? The back? Final breath here. We'll release the head, release the hands, release back to center, and change out those legs. Foot tucked under, knee is bent. Hand across, hand behind. Press and lengthen the spine. Then use those exhales to gradually and gently deepen your way into the twist. This is all about stretch. The rib cage, the neck, the low back, the shoulders. Final breath. Release the head forward. Release the hands. Come back to center. Bring both legs out. So bring both legs out. So this is another strengthening series. It's a 4-part series. It looks like this. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, lean back, lift the knees. Feel that strength building? Inhale, arms overhead, heels down. Exhale, fold, stay, feel the stretch. Next iteration, here we go. Arms overhead with an inhale breath. Lean back, lift the legs, extend one. Legs down, arms up. Fold and stay. Feel the stretch. Here we go again. Arms overhead, lean back, lift the legs, extend the other. Legs down, arms up, fold and feel the stretch. Final set, arms up, lean back, legs up, extend both. Legs down, arms up, forward bend, stay. One more time, bend the knees, wrap the arms under, give the back a stretch as you hug up the knees to the chest. Feel the breath. And we finish with Paschimottanasana. Okay, extend. Start with soft knees, walk the hands over and down, drop the chin, stay. Paschimottanasana. So this finishes our series with strengthening, finishing with this long stretch, preparing for guided relaxation. So here we go. Let's release. So you're coming onto the back, bringing support wherever it works for you, under the head, under the knees, under the feet, or not at all, or all three. So you're finding your comfortable place and settling in. Settling in with the back and the shoulders and the arms, with the hips and the legs. Getting the whole body wiggle around, comfortable, settle in. Have a breath. Whole body relaxing. We redirect focus to hips and legs. Hips and legs, squeeze and tighten, power squeeze. Feel it? Let go, hips and legs. Have a breath. Shrug the shoulders to the ears. Lift the head a bit, stretch through the fingers, feel it, stay. Head down gently, let it down. Arms, shoulders, hands to the ground. Have a breath. Come to the jaw, move and stretch the jaw. And release, stretch the tongue toward the chin. And release. Press lips, wrinkle nose, squint eyes, prune face, squeeze. Release and soften. Now we come back through the body. We check back in. We check in to discover any remaining tension. Come to the toes. Soften and relax toes, arches, heels, ankles. Soften and relax calves, shins, knees. Soften and relax upper legs, hips, and belly. Come to the spine. Trace your way. Notice where the spine touches the ground and where it lifts away. Feel the shoulders. Heavy shoulders, arms relaxing down. Feel how the fingers have softened and relaxed. Softening, relaxing, come to the throat, to the lips, tongue floating, teeth not touching. Cheeks, let them soften. Behind the eyes, soften. Brow and scalp, relax. Whole body, letting go. Whole body, letting go. Notice the breath. The body relaxes, the breath relaxes. We look deeper, mind and thought. Sounds may come, it happens. Just stay if you can. Thought. Yes, thoughts will go outside. When you find your thought has drifted away, pull it back to the body. Pull the thought back into the body and come deepest. Come deepest and find that stillness, peace. That's what's there. And stay. Return to the breath. Return to the breath. Come back to the body. Begin to stretch and move the body in any way that you like as we close. And I hope you keep with you ease in your body and strength, the balance, the energy, and the peace until the next time. And I thank you.